What's up, y'all? It's popping this D. About to react to this vid by Impressive. This is BET Awards 2021. Cardi B confirms pregnancy, Megan, and more. Lil Kim wants a Verzuz with Nicki Minaj. Okay, girl, good luck. But yeah, I did not watch the BET Awards. I never do. I'm not big on award shows at all. I was watching basketball, but yeah, we're gonna see what went down at the BET Awards. I did see a pic on my homepage of Cardi B pregnant, and I was like, oh. This is really a thing. So yeah, we're gonna get all the details though. Let's watch.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. There are a few things I want to talk about in this video. First, starting with the BET Awards. Now the BET Awards aired last night, and there were some moments that stood out to me. The Migos performed their song Straightening, and they performed their new single with Cardi B called Tight-ish. And Cardi B came out with a full pregnant belly. Now, is this a surprise to me? No. The Neighborhood Talk actually confirmed this some weeks ago. And I actually did a video about it. Also, I said that if Cardi was pregnant, it's possible that she would use her pregnancy to help promote the Migos' new music. And it turns out that I was right. This whole pregnancy reveal was the perfect marketing ploy for the Migos and Cardi B's new single Tight-ish. And Cardi's pregnancy had a lot of people talking, so I do think this was a strategic and very smart PR move.
She looks
so
really cute.
Huge congratulations to Cardi B and Offset. Now another performance that stood out to me was Her's performance. Her performed her new song We Made It, and this is actually one of my favorite songs on her new album Back of My Mind. Now, I wasn't crazy about her album Back of My Mind, but this song definitely was one of the standouts, and her performance made me love this song even more. She actually came on stage floating in the air while playing the drums, and I always think it's impressive when an artist can sing and play drums at the same time, and that's exactly what she was doing. Also, her dancers were hyping her up in the background, and then she pulled out her guitar and started playing. I thought this performance was just amazing. It blew me away. Her is so immensely talented, and her performance was hands down one of the best of the night.
Come on.
Also, her did win Best R&B and Pop Female Artist. She actually beat out Jasmine Sullivan, Beyonce, SZA, Jhené Aiko, and Summer Walker, and I thought that was a pretty tough category. But the way she showed out on that stage, I'm not even mad at the fact that she won. But in a perfect world, I would have given an award to every single lady in that category.
Girl, that's not how it works.
All of them are doing a great job representing R&B, and they deserve to be acknowledged as well. And speaking of the ladies in R&B, I want to talk about Jasmine Sullivan and Ari Lennox, because they performed their song On It, and they shut it down. I mean, the vocals.
Come on, Ari.
Vocals were everything. I love it.
Ari looks the fuck good. I mean, Jasmine
too. They both looked absolutely amazing. And shout out to the Congresswoman Maxine Waters. She actually briefly opened up for Jasmine's performance, and I thought that was great. Also, big ups to Jasmine Sullivan for winning Album of the Year. Her album Hotels beat out The Weeknd, The Baby, Megan Thee Stallion, and Nas. And also Chloe and Halle. Now, I would have loved if Chloe and Halle won something at least. Hopefully sometime in the future they get their just due. But this was Jasmine's moment, and I'm glad that she won.
Love the
Another
album.
performance I thought was super dope was Tyler, the Creator's performance. He rolled on stage in a car, and the whole set was like he was in this tornado storm. And at the end of his performance, he was blown away. I thought that was super creative, and I was just really into it. Also, I want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion. Megan performed her new single, Thought-ish, and she came on stage looking like Beyonce. She removed that veil off her head and said, I'm here. And I thought she looked good. I thought her performance was good, but something was missing. I feel like her stage setup was a little too plain. It could have been a little bit more elaborate. Like, for example, Lil Nas X had a great stage setup when he performed. He had the whole Egyptian theme going on, which was inspired by Michael Jackson's Remember the Time video. And I think Megan probably could have used more of that pizzazz in her performance as well. Or maybe she could have reenacted her music video. BET could have done a little bit more for her stage setup.
Maybe they wanted it.
But overall, I thought she did a decent job. She also performed again with DJ Khaled, The Baby, and Lil Baby. And I thought this was
baby.
kind of an awkward moment because if you know, Megan
and
the baby fell out because Megan got upset that the baby promoted his song with Tory Lanez. So Megan didn't want to be on stage with the baby at all. In fact, when she did her verse, she walked off stage. And I thought that was a little awkward because everybody was on stage but her. So that was a little messy. Now let's get into some of the awards that Megan won. Megan won Best Female Rapper, and she actually beat out Cardi B, Saweetie, Doja Cat, Mulatto, and Coi Leray. And I do think she deserved to win. Now, in a perfect world, I probably would have given it to Doja Cat, but Doja is not strictly hip-hop, so maybe she probably wouldn't be qualified.
That's not fair to put her in that category, honestly.
Megan won instead, and I'm happy for her. And she also won Video of the Year with Cardi B for her song WAP, and she won the Viewer's Choice.
I'm only saying no because her music has just not been hitting lately at all. And I want her to do well. I'm rooting for her always, but it's like she needs to do something different or step it up or something. Even Thought Shit is so boring to me. I reacted to that on my Patreon, and I'm just like, it's just not... It's not doing anything for me. It's not interesting. It's not a bop. It doesn't have any replay value. And that's how I feel about 99% of the music she's been dropping lately. So
awards for her
but
song
apparently
Savage
people love it,
with
I guess.
Beyonce. So Megan had a really good night. Also, another performance I personally loved was Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak's performance. They performed Leave the Door Open, and once again, they sang their faces off. Every time they performed this song, they've always done a really good job. So I was here for it. Also, I was here for the City Girls. The City Girls performed their song Twerkulator, and I thought they really ate their choreography. I didn't understand why people didn't like it, but I personally enjoyed it. I thought they did a good job. I don't really put high expectations on the City Girls like that. So when they exceed my expectations, I have to give them props. And shout out to their choreographer, Sean Bankhead, because he's the one who choreographed this routine. Also, I really like the tribute to Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah was actually honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award. And Rhapsody, Moni Love, MC Lyte, and Lil Kim came out and gave her a tribute.
She looked
like
and I thought that was really that white lady who had too much plastic surgery.
I think Queen Latifah definitely
I think they call her the cat lady.
Her flowers.
She looks exactly like her.
And there were other performances that I didn't really touch on, but I thought everybody did a decent job, to be honest. Some people did better than others, but for the most part, there was no real boring moment. I thought BET put together a great show this year. Now, I do want to talk about a moment that happened on the red carpet. Lil Kim was actually asked if she would do a versus battle, and she actually said she would. She said she would battle Nicki Minaj.
Look at that nose.
Now I have to ask, right? We're not going to say who against, but would you do a versus?
Yes.
You would do it?
Yes.
Oh, I see that. All right. Is there anybody that you would do it against, or are you just ready for anybody?
Nicki.
Nicki? Really? I would love to see that.
Yes, me too.
I would love to see that.
Now, I thought it was very, very interesting that Lil Kim said that she would do a versus with Nicki Minaj.
First off, let's also be clear. 90% of the people who have done verses, their careers aren't, they're not currently active. They're not really putting out music. They're not really popping like that. They're not really relevant as far as the music industry goes. So why would Nicki do this? And against you of all people who y'all have had like ongoing beef. So I don't understand.
Chose Nicki over the more obvious pick, Foxy Brown. I do think
that
Foxy
would be a better
Brown and Lil Kim would be a much better matchup because they both come from the same era.
Yeah.
But the fact that Lil Kim chose Nicki says a lot to me. I personally think this is Lil Kim's way of extending an olive branch of peace to Nicki. Lil Kim and Nicki have had a very rocky history, and I actually broke down the history of their feud in one of my videos. If you get a chance, check this video out. But as of right now, I don't think Kim and Nicki have any bad feelings towards each other. they're not cool or anything like that, but I do believe that they are past their feud. And at this point, it would be a really powerful moment if they actually reconciled. It would actually be very groundbreaking for the hip-hop culture. So I'm not against the idea of a versus battle between Lil Kim and Nicki, even though I do feel it would be mismatched because Nicki comes from a different era than Kim. They both have a lot of hits, but Nicki has more mainstream hits. So it would be a mismatch, but them coming together and reconciling would be such a great
And I love Lil
I think
Kim's music.
a lot of positive things can come from that. Now on to the last topic. I want to briefly talk about the versus battle between Bow
People
Wow
who don't
and
have
Soulja
active
Boy.
music careers.
This versus battle was probably the most entertaining and ignorant versus battle that I've seen, but there were a lot of funny and good moments in the battle. I'm just going to play a few clips and then I'm going to talk about who I thought actually won.
Oh, you keep going, nigga. I went
to private school.
You did.
I was in real life.
You did.
I got kicked out of school. I was in alternative school. I was at CEP.
Why you so
I was
mad?
in Monorail. I was at Simpson Road. I don't know me.
You up next.
Now listen, Shad.
What's up, Lil?
That song that you played was cool and all, but it's old,
Hey, so
man.
it's cool and what?
It's old.
Now check this out, right?
What you got for me?
You tired of hearing that song, huh? I want to hear it one more time.
You know what? What you basically telling everybody at home and all your fans is that you ain't got enough records to hold with Bow Weezy.
We just getting started. We got a long night, baby. Don't get too ahead of yourself.
I'll be damned if I bring a mother song back twice. Not even 1.5 times I'm not bringing it back. But
you don't got enough remixes or features to do that. You can't do what I do.
But I tell you what
that do.
You gonna take a shot?
That's that you trying to get me drunk? What's up, Bow Wow?
I'm saying, nigga, we got the Ciroc. You ain't gonna take a shot with your
I'm gonna take a shot.
It's a special night, man.
It's a long night. We just getting started. Go home, little Pee-wee.
Academic.
Now it's time to go home.
How much did Soulja pay you?
You gonna start embarrassing
I'm
yourself
saying,
after this.
Don't tell me that nigga flew you out here for you to sit up here.
He got more verses too.
He ain't even DJ.
That's academics. We gotta have.
He ain't even DJ.
His name DJ Academics.
That don't mean you're a motherfucking DJ.
What the fuck you mean? Why you think his name DJ Academics?
I ain't never seen a nigga touch no vinyl.
Nigga, you
tonight.
You gonna see it tonight?
Got vinyl though, but I'm still touching it.
Boy, I don't give a
Yeah.
what you do after this.
Yeah.
It's over.
What he about to
Stop
say?
it, little Pee-wee.
I told you.
You don't even,
Mama got hit. Stop playing
you
with
don't
him.
even believe that, little
Now you
Pee-wee.
gotta deal with all the fuckery and the now.
What are you gonna do, Bow? Now.
You never did a song with Drake.
You didn't either. He actually took the shit, did the verse, and then
Drop that.
put it you on it. That's all.
Drop that. Yo, no, listen.
Why you gotta do something
So
with Drake?
those were
Nobody
just
care
some
about
of the
that.
clips from the versus battle that I thought were entertaining. Bow Wow and
That is
Soulja Boy
funny.
probably put on the best verses in my opinion because there was so much energy, there were so many entertaining moments, and they both put on a good show.
Bow was like
and I
a
have to
whole
give it up to
gas.
Bow Wow because I didn't know how good of a performer he is. So to watch
Don't
him
play with
perform and
him.
see how much
Yes, you
stage
better Harlem
presence he had and how much energy he
You
had.
better
and
Harlem
even to see
Shake.
his DJ match the same energy was great, and it actually sold me on the Millennium Tour because I wasn't sure if I was gonna go, but once I saw Bow Wow perform, I was like, okay, I need to get my tickets and go because I know I'm gonna be entertained. Bow Wow is headlining the tour alongside Omarion, and also Soulja Boy is performing as well. So I think the whole versus battle was
Maybe I
just
will
a
go.
great marketing
If people
tool
will go, but
for
I'm
the
not.
second Millennium Tour that's coming up in October. Now, when it comes down to who won, I personally give Bow Wow an edge over Soulja Boy.
He got
Now,
more songs.
Soulja Boy started out strong, and he actually got Nicki Minaj to drop a verse for She Make It Clap. And I thought that was a huge flex. He also reminded people that he's actually a producer as well. Beyonce sampled a snippet of Turn My Swag on her song Hold Up. Also, Nicki and Drake
she
freestyled
did.
on some of his early beats. So he was kind of flexing his producer muscle. But as the verses went on, I will say Bow Wow did surpass him. This is just my personal opinion. I love the way Bow Wow performed. Even though his music is not as current as Soulja Boy's, he did outperform him. And he was able to bring out Jermaine Dupri,
And
the
the Brat.
Brat,
Aw.
3 6 Mafia, and Omarion. So
Yes.
Bow Wow put together a better show. But One moment in the Verzuz that really topped it for me was when Soulja Boy brought out Romeo. This is actually the first time Bow Wow and Romeo ever got on stage together, which is crazy because they've both been in the industry since they were children, and they've been in the same circles, but they never actually got a chance to perform together. So Soulja Boy brought Romeo out and made that happen, and that was definitely the best moment of the show.
I told you couldn't do no verses without me.
You definitely said
it wasn't about no music shit.
Right.
It was about history. It was Lil Romeo or Lil Bow Wow, right? And I wanted to show people we stronger together. It shouldn't have took 20 years for us to be here, but I got to tell you, Soulja Boy, the first rapper and only rapper to get Bow Wow and Romeo on the same stage. So salute, man. 20 years later.
But we don't need that or care, though.
And look,
you did that.
Romeo been trying to be accepted by Bow Wow for decades. Let it go. He never wants to fuck with you.
I tell you this,
all
bro,
right?
for real. I've been wanting to tell you this for 20 years.
Oh my God.
My first song, My Baby, I put you on my song. The world put us against each other. But you the Michael Jordan, right? Every era have a Michael Jordan, a Kobe, and a LeBron. You the Michael Jordan. You inspired all of us up here. You know, for real. You need your roses. Me, I was Kobe, where I didn't have to be the most talented, but I'm going to work my ass.
You were not Kobe, sorry.
I know my purpose.
You were not.
And Soulja, you was a LeBron if I ever where you came and you was just the innovator. You switched it up. You had
was nobody's Kobe. I gotta go telling lies like this.
You deserve your roses too, man. So this is what it's about.
Bye, Romeo. You got one song that I know.
And you know I'm here because I want to represent for your little daughter. She may be the next little Bow Wow.
She got it.
The Young Guns, YGK may be the next little Romeo and Soulja Boy.
Absolutely.
So we got to show them that we stronger together.
I thought this was a great moment. That was the best
Romeo,
moment.
nobody cared about
Anyway, tell what you all think.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This nigga talking about he was the Kobe. You were nobody's Kobe. You were Tyrone Hill, baby. Like, what, is that his name? That real ugly nigga? And I'm not calling him real ugly because he fine. But I just have to think of some random basketball player that nobody talks about. That's who you is. You nobody's Kobe. Why would you even make that comparison? And this man didn't have to acknowledge you or get on no stage with you if he didn't want to. And y'all definitely wouldn't have been well suited for no fucking verses. Like, stop playing. Like, that's why he didn't agree to do no verses with you, because you got like 1 or 2 songs that wouldn't have even been fair at all. He would have blew you out the water. It wouldn't have even been entertaining. What are we talking about, Romeo? Go home. But sure, I'm glad they got on stage and did their little handshake, whatever. BT Awards seemed like it was cool though. Seemed like it was a cool little show. I definitely want to look up Hers performance. I am actually. I'm about to watch it. No, I'm not gonna watch it over here because of copyright. But I love her. But yeah, it seems like it was a decent little show though. Y'all let me know what y'all thought though. Let me know what other videos y'all been watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.